When he was born, the sun experienced an eclipse because of the unfavorable words of the sun god about his appearance. Such was the impact of his anger, that even the mighty Lord Surya did not escape his wrath when he insulted Adultini because of her dark complexion at the time of her birth. As a result, Surya's chariot stopped and his body became dark. It was only when Lord Shiva intervened and urged him to atone for his mistake. Surya heeded his advice and regained his glory. Pantheon Hindus worship many gods and goddesses, and their devotees seek their blessings to live a peaceful and happy life. One of them is Surya, the son of the god Surya and Duajai, or shadow. He represents Saturn and is considered the physical manifestation of the planet. Adultini is one of the 9 celestial beings or Nawaga according to Hindu astrology. He is also the god of justice and karma. She is depicted as dark-skinned in blue or black clothing, carrying a sword, trident, 2 bow arrows, and riding a raven. The name comes from the word Shani over, which means moving slowly. Interesting. Saturn takes about 19 years to complete 1 revolution around the sun, in different versions. Surya is believed to be an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, which gave him the responsibility to provide the results of his karma to people. A deep understanding of Hindu mythology proves that each planet was worshipped by their ancestors because they believed that these celestial bodies had a very important role in everyday life, as well as Surya is also a planet that has been given the form of a deity in the Puranas. The story of Adultini's birth is mentioned in the Skanda Purana and is most widely accepted as the wife of a god, Surya Saranyu, who is the daughter of Viswakarma, the architect of the gods. Could no longer stand the gaze of the sun god. He went into meditation and left his reflection of light in its place. When Goddess carried a baby in her womb, she performed penance to Lord Shiva with such dedication that she even fasted for days and sat without shade. While this greatly impressed Lord Shiva, this also impacted the baby's skin color and he was born with dark skin which his father greatly disliked. Solar god. Even Surya suspects his wife Kair has had an affair. He looked at the baby curiously. Shani's first glance at his father pushes Surya towards an eclipse and considers it a bad omen. Mata Shani is feared by everyone, including the gods, because he punishes those who stray from the path of good karma. Shani, or also known as Shani Kurahai in astrology, shows a very interesting phenomenon. Surya is the karmic planet that governs the actions of every individual. Therefore, it is believed that throughout life humans will receive the consequences of their bad deeds and good deeds will be rewarded. While many people are afraid of him, believing that his gaze on people brings them hard times, the reality, Surya is the god of karma and only punishes those who do not walk the path of karma. Well, according to Vedic astrology, worshipping can help remove obstacles in a person's life, keep away evil and provide mercy to them. Surya was considered the brother of Yama, the god of death, and both meted out justice, while Yama paid off karmic debts in the afterlife. Surya pays it off while a person is still alive. He also has 2 sisters, Yamuna or Yami and Princess Bhadra, as well as 2 other brothers, namely Vaivastava Manu and Manu. Surya was an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva and considered him his teacher. He received a gift from Lord Shiva and atonement for his mother's sins by giving him divine powers. He is the god of karma, justice and retribution and provides results depending on one's thoughts, words and actions. Adulthood is the controller of longevity, misery, sorrow, old age, discipline, limitation of responsibility, postponement of leadership ambitions, authority, humility, integrity, and wisdom born of experience. It also symbolizes spiritual asceticism, penance, discipline, and hard work. Shani is associated with 2 Empress Nella personifications of stones, Gems, Sapphire and Dami or Manda, a Gandharva princess. Damini was the second queen consort of Adultini. One day she had the desire to become the mother of a baby boy. He then approached Shani to share his desires and asked her to make love. However, Shani was busy meditating on Lord Shiva, even though Dami called him several times. Shani does not look at him and does not pay attention to him. This then made Dami angry and then cursed him by saying that because he didn't pay attention to him or look at him, anyone who looked at Surya would invite trouble for himself and be associated with negative impacts in life. When Adultini opened his eyes after meditation and realized what had happened, he apologized to his wife. But it had no effect on withdrawing the curse. Therefore, The god decided to lower his head and never look at his devotees in order to save them from trouble. Shani is a god in medieval texts who is considered to bring bad luck and is feared for bringing misfortune and loss to those who deserve it. He is also able to grant boons and blessings to those who are worthy, depending on their karma. He is also believed to be the greatest teacher who rewards good deeds and punishes those who follow the path, evil or law and betrayal. Shani is considered to be the planet that will rule karma and dharma in any daily horoscope. It is believed that it enters a person's horoscope as a karmic guru and will ensure that the person learns life's lessons perfectly and passes the tests of destiny. It signifies struggle and adjustment and is influenced by it. A person faces the toughest challenges and difficulties in life. It has a negative impact on a person if he occupies the wrong position in the horoscope. There is a very close relationship between Shani and Hanuman. When Indrajit, the son of the demon king Ravana, was born, the king kidnapped all 9 planets and locked them in the 11th house, so that none of them had a bad impact on his son and he became invincible. This worried the gods and they approached Shani for help. So Surya stretches himself a little further towards the 12th house. Unfortunately, he was captured by Ravana and locked in a small, dark cell so that no one could see him. When Hanuman reached Lanka and wandered around looking for Sita who was kidnapped by Ravana, he heard Surya's screams. Hanuman then turned towards the voice and saw the imprisoned adultery begging him to be saved. Hanuman did so and as a gift for his help, Shani blesses Hanuman with the boon that he will never be affected by misfortune in any way. Hanuman says that his followers should not be affected either. Adultery agreed on the condition that devotees praying to Hanuman on Saturday would not have to face any hardship. Piplat is considered to be one of the avatars of Lord Shiva. He was born as the son of the sage Dadichi and his wife Sutera. However, the wise man had to leave his home before Pipal was even born. When you grow up, Pipal asked the gods why his father left before he was born. They explained it was because of Shani's position in his father's horoscope. This made Mara Piplat, who then cursed Shani. As a result, Shani began to fall from his heavenly abode and in the end Shani asked Piplat to forgive him. Piplat agreed to forgive Shani on the condition that he never trouble anyone less than 16 years of age. Shani agreed to the terms. To this day, devotees worship the Piplat avatar of Lord Shiva to be free from Shani sin. According to daily astrology, to avoid the negative impact of Shani caused by Saturn's cycle, one should please him in many ways. Problems and struggles can only be overcome with prayer and true worship. One of the best ways to praise mature people is to give food to the needy and oppressed. Donating to the poor is one way to improve karma. Adultery blesses those who voluntarily donate to the needy, without asking for anything in return. According to Vedic astrology, each planet is associated with a god and the planet Saturn is associated with the sunny god Surya as a symbol of justice and truth. Many stories give rise to the belief that a mature gaze and presence in a moon sign brings bad luck. But in reality he only punished those who did not do good deeds and committed the sin of betrayal. He likes people who do good karma and live a life based on the principles of hard work and discipline. Therefore, instead of fearing him, one should look to Surya as a teacher, whose duty is to bring humanity back to the path of truth.